Hello, folks. Good evening. Good morning. Jai Hind. Thank you so much, all of you, for joining me over here today. So, your AFCAT examination is done and dusted on 8th of August in two different shifts, shift one and shift two. Okay. So, I will not really take much of your time over here, and I'll let you know about my inputs over here as far as the expected cutoff for AFCAT 20262 is concerned. Okay. Right. So first thing first, this conversation itself is futile. Okay, there is no use of this conversation as to what exactly your cutoff could look like. Okay, because we don't really know as to how many aspirants have really appeared for the test. Okay, but as far as the question paper was concerned, I've been speaking with a few of my aspirants, and I got a chance to speak with aspirants at Pondicherry. Okay, right, around 20 of the aspirants I spoke, and what I found out that the paper AFCAT 20262 was in similar lines of AFCAT 20261. Okay, right. So given this paper on 8th of August, that is your today, right, today morning and evening, right, it was in the lines of AFCAT 20261. I'm not really expecting much of a deviation in the cutoff as compared to the previous session of examination. Okay, right. So let's talk about the safe scores over here for your engineers and for the rest of the guys over here. Okay, one thing I strongly believe is that in your last session of examination, which is your 26 1, right, since EDSIL conducted the exam for the first time, syllabus was also a little bit new, so there was a lot of surprising element. Okay, right, but this time all of this surprising element wasn't really there, and aspirants knew that English was going to be tough, right, reasoning was going to be tough, but yeah, English was in kind of similar lines, but reasoning was and also mathematics was reported in similar lines as compared to the previous session of examination 26 1. Okay, reasoning was doable, mathematics was also doable, and as usual your GK had a lot of current affairs questions with around 3 to 5 questions only from static GK. Okay, so if I have to talk about engineers, if you have got 85 marks, okay, right, last time your cutoff was 80, there is like 5 marks because there is no more surprises over here from the Excel part, right? The paper was in the same direction, and as far as the other candidates are concerned, if you are scoring somewhere around 115, I think you should be preparing for your AFCAT examination. Okay, right? Over here, plus or minus 5, I can give and take. Over here, also plus and 5, plus or minus 5, it's your give and take over here. Okay, so if you are scoring around 80 or 80 above over here, if you are an engineer, then obviously you should go ahead and prepare for your AFSB. Even though you have got your marks like close to 75 and all, then you should be obviously be preparing for AFSB, because you don't know that if that question might turn out to be correct on the D-Day. Okay, right? So if you are rest of the other guys except the engineers, right? So let's call them general. Okay, so if you are scoring 110 or anything more than that, okay, then I think you should be preparing for your AFSB. Okay, so these are all my predictions over here. All the very best, right? For engineers, 80 marks, and for general, it is 110. It's exactly the same number as you saw in 2026 1. Okay, so all the very best. Fingers crossed for your results, and all the very best for your AFCAT examination. All the very best in advance. Okay, right. And lastly, if you are looking for personal mentorship, okay, right, so you can get in touch with me. 777 988 9657 is my phone number. I have cleared ND examinations 5 times. Okay, and serious examination, I don't remember, it is like 5 or 6 times, and AFCAT examination 9 times. Okay, right. I've never actually failed in all of these written examinations ever. Okay, so if you want to get in touch with me, over here is my number. Message me. We'll get on a Gmeet, and we'll book a half an hour of conversation and try to understand what exactly you need as far as your preparation is concerned. We will be helping you in both of your preparation, whether that is your written or SSB. Okay, so DM me on this number, and then we'll have a long discussion post that. Okay, right. So thank you so much, folks, for joining. Good luck, all the best. I see you guys soon. Jai Hind.